Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and you might remember that Chief hurt himself sliding into a base he really didn't need to slide into. Yeah, that's probably about as good as I can do. And so it turns out he is actually hurt. He's going to be out, it says, for 5 days. Thought about switching him down to AAA and bringing somebody back up, and maybe I'll still decide to do that. But for now, we're just going to try to roll with it. So we've put Sweeney into the lineup instead, which is what I thought the game would have done originally, but apparently it decided Phil should go in that spot. Don't have any idea why. So we are recording later today. It's 7:45, but you know that is what an hour and a half earlier than, or maybe even, I don't know, good while earlier than what I recorded yesterday. Had to go to my daughter's tennis and then watch Game 7 of the Pacers and the Knicks. So, push recording back a little later than usual, but plenty of time to get it in for today. Jonathan on the mound. Squirrels trying to bounce back after losing yesterday. Snapped their 19-game winning streak as the Nationals won 5-2. And it took a very late Tom home run to even make it that close. Robinson Cano at the plate will start off with a strike. This pitch, ground to Joey. I thought Sweeney would take it, but Joey ends up throwing it over for the first out. Felipe Lopez now at the plate. That first pitch goes too high. And this pitch fouled away. 1-1 the count. There's a called strike. And this pitch is going to get into left field for the first base hit of the day. 1 on, 1 out. Ultimate at the plate. First pitch is called strike. Second pitch, he's behind on that fastball, 0-2. Hits this curveball into right. Zach should have that one. Throw goes back to first, but Felipe is back. 2 down, Nick Johnson at the plate. Runner still on first. Jonathan starts him off with the fastball on the outside corner. And that curveball down and in. And this fastball just outside. Ground ball to Kester at second. A little bit of an awkward position there, but the Squirrels do come up with the out to keep Washington scoreless in the first. Something that most definitely did not happen yesterday. Same lineup, at least defensively, for the Nationals. Steins, a computer-generated draft pick, on the mound. Looks to have good numbers, so I would not take him lightly as he puts the first pitch into Kester for a strike. High hopper that Steins will field himself and does not get it over. Works like a bunt hit. So runner quickly on first. Marvin batting left-handed. I don't have the numbers, but I have to imagine this is clearly his better side, both for power and average. Pops this one up right at the plate. Estrada makes the play. So now 1 on, 1 out. Zach hitting up in the order due to the injury to Chief. Has some more power than Sweeney does. So they just flip-flop places, basically. Has an 0-2 count. Hits this one right to second. Cano to Lopez, back to first. 4-6-3 double play, and that will end the first inning. So both teams with a hit, but no score in the first inning. Ryan Zimmerman will lead things off for the Nationals in the second. Jonathan winds and delivers a fastball for a strike to open the second. Goes back to the fastball. This one fouled off down the first base or right field line, however you want to look at it. Then swings and misses for strike 3. One down, Corey Patterson at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Fouls this one off his foot. Apparently not bad enough for anybody to look at. 0-2 the count. Grounds this one towards third. Sweeney takes care of that, no problem. 2 down. Estrada at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. First pitch fouled away. This pitch ground towards second. Kester handles it, and that will end the top of the second. Terry to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. So there was a hit in that first inning, but because of the double play, the Squirrels are still batting in order. First pitch is too low. Terry not able to extend his hitting streak yesterday, but he did extend his on-base streak with a walk. And this goes through the right side of the infield for a base hit. So maybe a new hitting streak, but also keeps his on-base streak going. I don't think this game knows what an on-base streak is, so we'll just have to try to remember it's at 13. Brings Frank to the plate. Hits a pitch he probably shouldn't have swung at and lines out to Nick Johnson, and Terry is able to get back. So 1 on, 1 out now for Tom. He'll take a strike. Grounds this one kind of in the hole for Lopez. Only out he will get is at second. There was a throw to first, but it was nowhere near in time. Brings Sweeney to the plate as he takes a ball. Swings and misses. 1-1. Hits this one into center field. It will get down for a base hit. Puts runners on first and second for Joey, but there are 2 outs. So he'll have to get a hit to drive in the run here. First pitch up and out. We might see a intentional walk. Oh, that curveball was swung on and missed. This one fouled away. So we got a 1-2 count. So Steins is going after Joey. This one up and out makes it 2-2. This is going into right, but it's going to hook foul. Still 1-2. 2 on, 2 out. Swing and a miss right down the middle. Could not catch up to the fastball. So everybody is still scoreless going into the third. Jock Jones will lead things off for the Nationals in the third. First pitch from Jonathan is a curveball in the dirt. Another curveball in the dirt. 2-0 the count. There's a called strike. Ground ball through Jonathan's legs. Kester tries to clean up the mess, and he does. Thought Jones might beat that out, but Steins at the plate, and did you see that line? 750 with a homer and 5 RBI. Pops this one back up to Jonathan. We'll see what that does to his number, at least that average. When he comes back up, I assume he'll get another at-bat. Brings Robinson Cano back to the plate as he takes a strike. Jonathan, only strikeout, I believe, was Ryan Zimmerman. First time through the order. Cano comes through with a hit into left center. Marvin gets the ball back in, but it is a 2-out double for Cano. So the Nationals now with a runner in scoring position and Felipe Lopez at the plate. He comes up empty with his first swing and watches a curveball hit the dirt. That curveball in for a strike, makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, timely second strikeout for Jonathan. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third inning, and Jonathan will lead things off for the Squirrels. Jonathan's line is not going to be nearly as eye-popping as his counterpart, hitting 167 and a bunch of zeros after that. Looks at strike one. Oh, excuse me. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Pops this one up, and Estrada is able to make the play. Good play behind the plate by Johnny Estrada. Only one strikeout for Steins the first time through the order. Off the top of my head, I don't remember who that was. Maybe Marvin? In any case, Kester, who got a hit in his first at-bat, has a 2-0 count at the moment. This one called a strike, though I do not blame Kester for taking it. Similar pitch, this one called a ball. 3-1. Pop, that one goes foul. I thought it was going to actually be hit the other way, but that's okay. Full count, 1 out. Swings and misses for out number 2. No, Marvin fouled out. I don't remember who struck out off the top of my head now. In any case, Marvin starts off with the ball that's too low. This one too low as well. Swing and a miss makes it 2-1. Called strike 2. This is a line drive into right field for a 2-out hit. Zach hit into a double play in his first at-bat, so at least he can't do that again. First pitch called a strike high in the zone. And the second pitch fouled away. 0-2 the count. His first pitch goes to, or pickoff throw goes to first, but to the plate, swing and a miss. That ends the third inning. We're scoreless through the first third. Ultimate due up to lead off for the Nationals in the fourth. Ultimate flew out to right, if I remember correctly, his first time up. Takes a strike to open this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Lines this one but foul into the right field seats. And that curveball out of the zone. Ultimate does not go fishing. Comes back with a fastball and gets a ground ball over Jonathan's head, but Kester is able to make the play. Nick Johnson at the plate. He ground out in his first at-bat, but obviously has had a pretty good year already with 14 home runs. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. Jonathan's going to have to come into the zone, though he doesn't, make it 3-0. Grooves in a fastball. Johnson taking all the way. 3-1. Tries that again and induces a ground ball to Joey. 2 down. Zimmerman at the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at that slider outside. There's a called strike on a slider. 1-2. Grounds this one to Kester, and that will end the top of the fourth inning. Still scoreless. Terry to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Terry with the base hit in his first at-bat. Watches that pitch go outside. Grounds this one to second. Cano takes that no problem. 1 down. Frank at the plate. He lined out to first on a pitch that sure looked out of the zone to me. Takes a curveball for strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a very quick at-bat. Brings Tom to the plate. Could use some power here, would make things a lot nicer. But instead, looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a quick bottom of the 4th. We are still scoreless as we go into the 5th. 6 combined hits for the teams. Corey Patterson due up for the Nationals. He ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at a strike to open this one. This one should be a base hit, and it is. Zach gets it back in to keep it at a single. Though a speedy runner, we'll see Jonathan's... Oh, actually, Jonathan's going to get a pickoff. We hardly ever do that. It usually works the other way around. So nice play by Jonathan. I don't know how many pickoffs we've had in now our 5th season, but I bet I can count them on one hand. Right, that one might possibly have put us up to 2 hands. Brings Estrada to the plate. Base is now empty with an out. He hits it back up the middle, and it does get through for a base hit. Jonathan took a stab at it, but couldn't come up with it. Brings Jock Jones to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. High fastball called a strike. I think this is probably going to get down. Shallow right field. Oh, Estrada went on to third. I thought the Squirrels might have had a play on him, but unfortunately not. Steins lines right to Kester at second for an out, and his average only went down to 600, so he really has been a good hitting pitcher this year. Cano hits a pop fly right at second base. Joey is able to grab it. That brings us to the halfway point. We're still scoreless, though, up to 9 hits for the teams combined. Sweeney at the plate got a hit in his first at-bat, put his average up over 400 again, which, granted, is in limited at-bats, but it's still hitting over 400 in late May. Has an 0-2 count. This pitch is going to be too high. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Joey at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. A lot more strikeouts for Stein this time through the order. He's up to 6, which I believe he only had 1 after the first trip through the order. Joey gets a base hit into center field. That'll bring Jonathan to the plate. He is showing bunt. Pulls it back and slashes, though it goes foul down the third base line. Shows bunt again. Keeps it... Well, actually pulls it back last second, and the pitch was out of the zone. Puts this one down, and it looks to be a pretty good one. Jonathan just not that fast. So a successful sacrifice brings Kester to the plate with 2 outs, a runner on second, and Stein's tiring. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch up and out. This one outside as well, 2-1. Grounds this one to second. Nationals are going to get out of the inning. Still scoreless as we go into the 6th inning. Felipe Lopez will lead things off for Washington in the 6th. Lopez 1 for 2 today. He looks at a ball inside. And this pitch in the dirt. 2-0 the count. There's a called strike. Grounds this one foul. 2-2. Popped up right behind the plate. Tom makes the grab. 1 down. That'll bring Ultimate to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch, a fastball up in the zone. Called a strike. Goes with the slider, and it's too low. 1-1 the count. High hopper. Kester grabs it and is able to get it over there for out number 2. Brings Nick Johnson to the plate. He is ground out in both at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. That will bring us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Marvin to lead off. So the plan right now, if the Squirrels are able to score a run, Jonathan will be done. But if it's still scoreless, Jonathan will get to go out for the 7th as well, and basically get to pitch until his spot in the order comes up, however long that may be. 0-2 the count on Marvin. This one down and out. If we do happen to get to the 9 hole in this inning, I will go ahead and pinch hit. Though I imagine we will have scored a run if that is the case. 2-2 the count on Marvin. He looks at strike 3, a good curveball on the inside. And that will be the last pitch Stein's throw. They're going to go find John Roush. Or Roche, I guess is how, at least that's how the game says it anyway. Had an art teacher in middle school who spelled her name that way, and she said Roush. But in any case, first pitch to Zach is too high. As is the next one. 2-0 the count. Could be a juicy pitch here for Zach. Gets a changeup. It is called a strike, though it's up in the zone. Hits this one right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Terry at the plate is 1 for 2 today. First pitch on the outside for strike 1. Second pitch swung on and missed. And a called strike 3 low in the zone. 2 down, it's up to Frank to keep the inning going. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. This one called a strike. Frank didn't appreciate the call. Swing and a miss. That's it for the 6th. We're still scoreless as we go to the 7th. Zimmerman due up for the Nationals. Somebody's going to have to score a run here. Zimmerman is 0 for 2 today. First pitch called a strike. Goes with the curveball that's ground through the left side of the infield for a base hit. 1 on, nobody out. Corey Patterson got a hit in his last at-bat. First pitch down and in. Fouls this one off his foot. Second one he's done that today. Soft liner, but it's good enough to get through into right. 2 on, nobody out. And we're going to get a pinch runner. Some Lopez, I'm not sure which J that one is, who's actually rated a slower speed than Patterson, will go in to run at second. Ground ball to short, they go to third with it and get that lead runner. That is the only out the Squirrels get. So they get out the pinch runner, and we get Bobby Crosby out to second now, who is an upgrade over Estrada, but another pinch runner. Jock Jones at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. 1-1 the count at the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing and a miss at the palm ball. Strike 3. Pitcher spot due up, and we will get a pinch hitter. Delman Young is going to come in to try to get the first run of the game here. Or Dimitri Young. Sorry, not Delman. I don't know where that came from. Dimitri Young looks at strike 1. And he does get the base hit into right. Here comes the pinch runner in to score. 1-0 Nationals. Robinson Cano at the plate. Runners on the corners. There are 2 outs, but the inning not over yet as that first pitch goes outside. As does that one. 2-0 the count. Make it 3-0. Cano taking all the way. That palm ball is called a strike. Fastball right down the middle called a strike. Full count. Runner on first will take off, and Cano swings and misses. We go into the stretch. Jonathan out of the inning, but he gives up the first run of the game. 1-0 Nationals. Tom due up on the other side.
Indianapolis 0.
All right, Tom to the plate. A lot of defensive changes for the Nationals. Jesus Colome on the mound now. I'm not going to try to figure out all those different changes. Tom at the plate. Looks at a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Grounds this one too short. Crosby will field it and throw it over. One down. Sweeney 1 for 2 today. Average dips to 396. Watches that pitch go outside. Same pitch, same result. 2-0 the count. Say Sweeney usually hit a couple home runs the first several seasons, but did not hit one last year, has not hit one this year. Draws a walk in this at-bat, brings Joey to the plate. One down, runner on first. First pitch up and in. Catches the outside corner for strike one. This is hit through the right side of the infield. Puts runners on first and second. Pitcher spot due up, which we are going to quickly get Quinton out there. This is solely an offensive move. We'll figure out the defense after this inning. Quinton batting left-handed takes strike one. This one too high. Hits this one right to Johnson at first. He goes to second, back over to first in time, and that will end the inning. Squirrels threaten but do not score. Washington takes a 1-0 lead into the 8th, and they're going to have Kurt Suzuki into hit, and I guess well, let's keep Quinton in there just to see if he possibly can get another at-bat and make something happen. We'll have him play second. Move Kester over to short. Gonzalez on the mound to keep things where they are. Suzuki batting under the Mendoza line, but I'm sure he's not had a lot of opportunities either. Looks at strike one. This pitch down and in. Ground ball through the right side of the infield. Quinton didn't get a good break, but I honestly don't think it would matter. Ultimate at the plate. 0 for 3. Runner takes off. Tom is able to throw out Suzuki. Did not seem to be the greatest decision by the Nationals. Ultimate with a 2-0 count. There's a strike. High fastball gets Ultimate to swing and miss. 2-2. Almost hits him. Don't think that splitter went anywhere where he wanted it. Better splitter gets a ground ball to third. Sweeney throws over for the second out. Nick Johnson 0 for 3 today. And that one comes too far inside. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And this cutter just misses inside. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And this pitch too low. Full count. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Fly ball into center, and nobody's going to get to it. I think Marvin was playing deep there, and that was definitely not a deep shot. Brings Zimmerman to the plate. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Opens up with the ball down and in. And this pitch too high. Up in the zone, but it was at least called a strike. 2-1. Swing and a miss. A high hop to third. Sweeney throws to first, but it's not going to be in time. Too high of a hop. Dukes at the plate. Now playing center field. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch called a strike. Next pitch called a strike as well, 0-2. Grounds foul will still be 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez gets out of the inning, though the Nationals with a good scoring threat there. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Squirrels trailing 1-0. Kester due to lead off in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch outside. Okay, I guess not outside though. It's raining outside. Okay. No, you don't go outside. All right, Kester with a leadoff single into right gives the Squirrels a good shot. Marvin takes a strike on the outside. Hits this one through the middle. Puts runners on first and second. Still no outs. Zach to the plate. First pitch goes outside. This is, line out to short. Crosby with a good play that likely saved a run. 1 out now. Terry at the plate. Still 2 on. And he'll take strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Popped into right field. Runners not tagging. Ultimate makes the play. It's going to be up to Frank to get a base hit here. 2 down, 2 on. Colome starting to tire. Has a 2-0 count on Frank. There's a called strike. A swing that does not get through. Crosby picks it up, throws it over, and keeps the Squirrels scoreless. 1-0 as we go into the 9th. Crosby due up for the Nationals. Gonzalez will stay on and try to get through the 9th as well. First pitch is called a strike. Popped up that Tom will field in front of the plate for the first out. Jock Jones, 1 for 3 today. Gonzalez starting to tire, but we're going to really see if he can get through this inning. That one apparently hit the ground, just a high hop. 1-1 the count. Ground ball towards third. Sweeney picks it up, rifles it over. 2 down. Pitcher spot will be coming up. We'll see if the Nationals pinch hit or not. I would think that they would, but this game has surprised me quite often with that. Well, they are going to let Colome hit. First pitch down and in. It still wouldn't surprise me if the Nationals still switch pitchers. 2-0 the count, though. Gonzalez has to be able to throw strikes. Finally gets one there. Ground ball. Kester boots it and is unable to get it over in time. Mark that down, E6 on your scorecard that I'm sure you're taking. Brings Robinson Cano to the plate with a runner on, and he starts off with a strike. Line drive into right. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Runner stops at third. 2 out double for Cano. This will bring Suzuki to the plate. We'll see if Gonzalez can get him. First pitch is too low. Second pitch is called a strike.
Daddy, can I have my baby iPhone, please?
Ask Mommy.
What was this like?
Foul ball. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gonzalez does get out of the inning without giving up a run. The Squirrels only need 1 to stay alive as we go in the bottom of the 9th. Tom is going to lead things off. The Nationals will turn to Brad Thompson to close this game. Maybe he is their closer. I didn't think he was their closer when he came in with a 4-run lead yesterday, but here we are with a 1-run lead. Tom at the plate will look at a strike to open the at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. This is going to get into left field for a base hit. Tom turning for second, and he will make it in there safely. A leadoff double at a very timely time. They're going to intentionally walk Sweeney. We are, I think, pretty obviously not going to let Gonzalez hit. We are going to... Actually, I think we're going to go with Phil. He's got the highest average, so we'll roll with him for the moment. Obviously, this would normally be Sweeney or Quinton, but they're both already in the game. Phil's showing bunt. Don't know that's why we put him into the game. First, it goes foul, so it looks like he will swing away now. Grounds ball to third, and they will get Tom. That is the only out they will get. They try it first, and it is relatively close. One out, runners on first and second. Quinton at the plate. Looks at a strike that just catches the outside. Hits this one. Will this get down in left center? It will. One run in. Throw goes to third. So the game is tied, but we're not done yet. Kester at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position, though Quinton's run matters not at all. First pitch called a strike. Kester right to Cano at second. 2 down. It's going to be up to Marvin to try to end this game. Still getting to bat left-handed. Swings and misses at the first pitch. I like the aggressiveness. And this pitch down and in. Hits this one. I think it will get down. It does. The Squirrels pull out the game on a walk-off hit from Marvin. Your final score today, Washington Nationals 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 2. It was a nail-biter, but the Squirrels do bounce back after yesterday's loss. Alright, Marvin is your player of the game. I assumed he would be. Seemed the only logical choice. So that sets up a rubber game tomorrow with the Nationals to see who can win this series. As good as our record has been, we have not won every series this year. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.